Are you ready for Jehovah's return?
And the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Flown letter.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Hey, y'all, ride by. We in the building. We live. We running the game right now. We said we're gonna go live again if y'all ran the last one up to 10,000. So every 10,000 we'll go live again on this extraterrestrial stuff, man. And the reason why we're doing this class is because people was asking about the holograms along with the drones. I mean, not the holograms, they were asking about the orbs. And they were saying we seeing these advanced orbs shooting the drones down. And this and that, right? Man, what you witnessing is advanced hologramic technology. And this is part of Project Bluebeam, right? Now, because I gotta explain Project Bluebeam a little bit more to you of what they was trying to do, for you to get a better idea on why some of the drones look like flying saucers and this whole nine. All right, going back, Project Bluebeam is it's an advanced hologramic technology. That's part of it. That's like for the most part, most of it. Right now, to give you an idea on where they at with this hologramic technology. Now, like I told you, the military stay 40 years ahead of the civilians. Right, the military stay 40 years ahead of civilians. So, Dr. Dre and them and Snoop Dogg and them doing concerts with Eazy-E and Tupac them on stage with the hologramic technology. Right? The public now, they got these new phones now where you can hologram, like it's not necessarily a hologram, but you can project stuff on the wall. Like you can project, it's a projector screen. You can buy these projector screens right now and watch TV on the wall. You got that in your house. If you go to these hologramic shows, you'll see how advanced the holograms is at these just regular hologramic shows where they show elephants walking up, lions walking up to you. Like it's real advanced if you watch some of these hologramic shows. And just think about that. If they got that and we're telling you that the government is 40 years ahead of them, what do you think that the government got? And people before we came on, somebody was saying, "Oh, Jesus not white." Yeah, but the Jesus they gonna try to hologram to you gonna be white. I'll tell you. These guys don't care if you don't believe it and that no more. They gonna promote it anyway. They gonna but what they'll beat it over your head and force you to get down with it, like they did before. We didn't believe it before. They forced us to get down with it, right? But it's like this part. So the hologramic technology, yeah, the whale jumping out the gym. You saw that gym flow. You saw that King 999. You saw that one, right? It's way more than that, and they've been doing it. And even on some of the the president Combar cars, they got the hologramic technology where they can make it look like more Secret Service agents out there walking with the car, and it ain't even nobody out there. They got these headlights, these new type of headlights. And I remember Mark Brady telling us about this a long time ago. Mark Brady told us about this years ago. I'm talking about it. They had to be at least 5 to 7 years ago when he said it. He said they got these hologramic headlights where they can make it look like a human. They can display a human out the headlights. And then people were saying that he was crazy when he was saying that, right? But they got that, right? They got that, and they been had that, and now they put these holograms on these drones, and so they can hologram an orb and make it that orb look like an extraterrestrial ship. They can these these holograms, I mean, or these drones got these high power lasers and high power hologramic type technologies, which is part of Project Bluebeam. And their whole plan was they was gonna stage an invasion. That's what Project Bluebeam initially was. We're going to stage an invasion. And then they came up with the bright idea, well, we can stage an invasion using holograms. Because at first, they were going to stage a real invasion by creating their own alien race. And what they had got DNA. They was taking DNA off this extraterrestrial gray who they was working with. Really, they had captured him, was holding him as prisoner. And they nicknamed him J-Rod, this scientist from Zetos Roticuli that worked at Area 51 for about 60 years, and supposedly he either died or some say he died, but some people say that he escaped through the Stargate, and some people say his own people eventually came to pick him up. But so we heard different perspectives on how he got away or did he pass away or what. But they was supposedly trying to help this being because this being was suffering from like radiation syndrome because they had a nuclear war on their planet, and they were trying to help him, and they was extracting skin and tissues from the being. But then he know they was using that DNA to create their own hybrid extraterrestrial gray race. And they had got hit in 1945, Project Paperclip. They had got all Hitler's scientists, the people that was working on the stuff they had got from Ashtar Command and the reptilians and they had confiscated some of his crafts, and they had them at Area 51 S4 and reverse engineered them and created flying saucers and all that. They got their own flying saucers from Hitler stuff. So the drones really is just cupcake shit that they messing with you with. And like I said, but they got the holograms on that thing. And so don't be and what's happening, the malfunction part is because the AI is controlling 4 and 5 drones. And so this their first test run with it. So they having problems with drones bumping in the drones and things of that nature because they're trying and they, like I said, they're running this 6-month test run to work out the kinks. They getting ready for 2025. They working out the kinks. So that's why they doing this and trying to make it like, I don't know what's going on and this and that. But it's part of Project Bluebeam, part of the hologramic technology. And so drones crashing into drones. Why? Because one operating one computer system through like a hive, kind of like a beehive, is operating like 8 or 9 drones or 10 drones. Over in China, they operating one computer system, operate 10,000 drones. They doing whole air shows in China using 10,000 drones, light shows, and one computer is programmed to do the whole light show. And they doing it in Vegas too. But like I'm saying, don't be surprised if people be saying, man, some aliens came down and they was walking in the backyard because but they really be holograms, but they gonna look so real because they already got this shit. Right? Another part of Project Bluebeam was they was trying to figure out the beam technology. Beam me up, Scotty, because these grays and certain other groups of extraterrestrials got this technology where they can pull over and sit a light beam down to the particular physical vessel, and the light beam dematerialize the vessel and pretty much copy it like kind of like a printer machine where you stick something in and scans it, and then they recopies it on the other side. Well, this beam technology that the extraterrestrials got a particular species of grays, like the Ramadians, right? Because gray can be synonymous with about 70, 80 different species, but the Ramadians and other species, the Najarus and the Anunnaki, several other species got this beam technology where they can beam you up above the ship, like I say, kind of like copying you and scanning, because what you are, everything that you're made of is on the negative side of the mirror. When I say negative, we've been taught that hydrogen is +1, or the atom number for hydrogen is 1, but it's really -1, because as we go on this side of the mirror, which is -1, because keep in mind the 0 is in the middle, because if you got a chart, right, you got a line down the middle. The line down the middle is a 0 point. Now, if you go to the left, you go to -1, right? But if you go to the right, you go to +1, right? So on this side of the mirror, we on -1, and that's why when they take a picture of you, they keep the negative side of the negative frame, right? So you go to -1, and you begin to get heavier on the element chart as you go to the left, which is the negative side. So you go to negative, so you go all the way down to, as you get to gold, you're getting heavier. As you get to platinum and all these different elements, you start to get heavier and heavier, and the atomic number becomes heavier. So what I'm saying is, right, I lost my train of thought because somebody said that, hey, people, I don't know, they couldn't sit for. Yeah, so, this is what I was saying. So somebody doing some alchemy right now. Hey, Rob, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hey, y'all, we got 8 books still going for the $40 donation. If you're new to the channel, if we ain't got them 8 books, man, by the Young Elder in PDF form, you can get those 8 books right now for a $40 cash app to the donation to the Cash App or PayPal. And be sure to leave your emails in the link so we can send you the 8 books right over in PDF form. And those 8 books are the Ascension Manual, the Galactic Family of Life, the Orion Group book, the Language of the Birds book, right? The Scroll of Eyes, Volume 1, the Book of Extraterrestrials, Volume 1, the Hustler's Manual, Volume 1, and it's one more other, Ascension Manual, Orion Group, Galactic Family of Life, Language of the Birds, and the Dream Scroll. So the Dream Scroll is the other one. And so we got those books right there. Hey, Rob, if you're coming into the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're talking about Project Bluebeam, and we're talking about how they're using this advanced hologramic technology, and they're going to be using it. They used this shit a long time ago on me and had me thinking that a reptilian was chasing me, but it was hologramic technology. And I wish I could bring my auntie on, and my auntie will tell you that when they chased me with this thing, I came to the house and said reptilians chasing me, and they kind of found out it was a hologram. And so they been had this shit since the 80s. And so don't be surprised if the next thing the drones start doing is start shooting down hologramic images of dogs. Somebody gonna say, man, I'm telling you, man, one of them drones pulled up and shot something down on the ground like a dog, and the dog, like it was chasing me, it's like it got right up to bite me in my ass, and it kind of found out, man, it was a damn hologram. I'm telling you. The dog chased me, that hologram chased me 2 blocks. Hologram chased me 2 blocks, man. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the beam technology. Right? I knew we take your ancestors. So yeah, so these beams know how to pull you. What you are is made up on this side of the mirror. So you made of hydrogen, carbon, gold, copper, magnesium, all these things are on this side of the mirror. So these extraterrestrials, so you are pretty much a formula. So it's a formula to make you. If all I could do, if I can sit there and get a scientific ingredients, you got a scientific ingredients that forms you. Like you got a certain amount of sodium in your body, You got a certain amount of this, certain amount of that, certain amount of water. And so all I gotta do is know the formula for you, and I can make a copy of you. And that's what they do with clone. That's what you call cloning. And pretty much the cloning technology is the same as the beaming technology, where they beam you up and make a copy of you pretty much on the other inside the ship. And that's what they so the government was trying to figure out that technology, and the that's like more of a more advanced version of the cloning, right? That's a more advanced version of the cloning, the beaming technology. But the extraterrestrials, the same beings, gave them the cloning technology in 1953, and they was already experiment with it before then. But they pretty much got good at it in 1953 once they made that deal with the Markabians, Grays. And so ever since then, they've been planning to stage this invasion using the crash that they got, that they re-engineered off of like Roswell Crash and the shit they got from Hitler for the Third Reich. Cause we hear people talking, and it seems like they be watching our shit and they just be saying it, but they really don't be knowing what's the details. They don't know really Adolf Hitler got trained or got his information from a couple other beings called Ashtar Command. People don't really talk about Ashtar Command like that. Right? Ashtar Command is the ones that's in on the Project Blue Beam. And they was going to try to fake a second coming of Christ using this hologramic technology, which is why we got the Jesus hologramic picture up there. They was going to try to fake a second coming of Christ, or fake an alien invasion using hologramic images of aliens, like little gray men or something, chasing niggas with guns. You're going to think that it's real aliens, and it's going to be holograms. I'm telling you. And so they gearing up for this. And the reason, like I say, that even the orbs that you seeing, that's not extraterrestrial orbs. That's hologramic, what you call light shows. It's advanced hologramic light show. They're already doing it in Vegas already. They already doing it in Vegas already, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. So the extraterrestrials wouldn't even waste their time, like I said, to come and worry about some drones. They had zero gravity since they hooked up with Hitler. Hitler and them started putting zero gravity on the submarines. People saying they never been out of space. Man, they've been out of space for a while now since they hooked up with Ashtar Command. It's more than one way to get through the firmament. People see, look, this right here. See, the people that's talking about the firmament and the flat Earth theory, they pretty much trapped in the second dimension. And then they get up a little bit in the third dimension, but they don't understand it's more dimensions. And there's some beings that don't travel in this dimension. They travel in the sixth dimension, and they can open up a wormhole into hyperspace and move in and out of what you call in time. Time only exists at a certain speed. Once you go past 100 and some thousand miles an hour, like it's 186,000, something like that, 182,000 miles per second, you begin to travel faster than light, or you go faster than time, because time and light is synonymous. But you begin to travel faster than that time, thus you go into a whole nother space or reality, right? Where time stop or don't exist, or exists, because time do exist when you go to that to hyperspace. Time do exist there, because they calculating how much time it takes for them to get to one place, to one distance to the next. So time still exists. It just exists on time is controlled, because it can be, you can slow it down or speed up in that time, in that particular realm, depending on the technology and the level of technology that they own. But the whole game plan was, with this Project Bluebeam, is to pretty much cause chaos and scare us with an alien invasion and bring the second coming of Christ. Because they said that all eyes shall see him. And the people that's involved with the Project Blue Rock is the Roman Catholic Church. Now we're gonna tie it all in together for you. The church is the ones that's in on this. The church is the ones that control the military complex. The Pope, which everything, all this shit is de facto now, and their national security is taking over that last little fraction. But keep in mind, the Pope wanted to, because the only person who will be only people that will be interested in bringing back and showing you Jesus on a hologram, besides the only biggest Christian people in the world, which is the Pope and the church. So keep in mind, DC, which is why we put all these tapes out, DC is the military arm of the Vatican. DC is the military arm of the Vatican. The military complex is connected with the Vatican. So all of the UFOs and all the high technology that the military is putting out is all under orders of the church. And this is what Project Bluebeam is about, to pretty much simulate this on this revelations that they got. The Pope gonna open up these doors, open up the seal to stimulate the famine or the plagues or the pestilence or this angel coming with these plagues, which they stealing from Doc. Doc already put that out, called the Seven Thunders. They steal it from Murdoch, because Murdoch really is the angel of Revelations. All right, so the church is also the church is also in control of the H project in Alaska to stimulate all the storms, because they in control of the military arm. So keep in mind, this is what the Vatican, and they pretty much got the Pope got most of the say as far as the religious side, but then the other group is create the other group of scientists. They so-called scientists, and they call themselves the Laws of London, right? These other Illuminati, right? These guys, they got a kind of like a different idea on things. They just want to keep control of the masses. But they was working hand in hand. But now the Pope don't want nothing to do with it. But the Illuminati say, hell no, we're going along with it. We spent a lot of money on this. We're gonna go along with this return. Are you ready for Jehovah's return? And people that's Jehovah's Witness, somebody created that religion. His name was Charles Russell. And if little do you know, is when they had him took out and then changed his religion around and watchtowers and all this. I could get into it, but we ain't got time to debate with Christians no more, or religion, period. We're going to 2025, but I'm saying the Mormons, somebody came out with it. Most of the religions that people follow now is man-made religion. And it was based on what they felt about God, and they started their own religion. So DC is the military arm of the Vatican Church, or the Pope. When the Pope wants something, when you disrespect the Pope sick his bulldogs on you, which is the military DC, U.S. Army Services and Air Force and all that, the Marines, right? So if they putting these drones out, it's something. It connects back with the church. If they showing holograms and scare the hell out of you, it goes back to the church, because the church is the biggest, the richest people in the world, man. The Pope is the richest guy, man. They own the most real estate in the world out of anybody. Hey, shout out to my Catholics though, because there's some good Catholics. Because when I was homeless, the only people that gave me food and a place to stay was Catholics. So shout out my Catholics though. I ain't talking about the ones, them dirty ones. I'm talking about my good Catholics, the ones that really worship the Black Madonna. Because that's what I just heard Rod and I'm talking about this now, and we've been talking about it all last week about this land, Tamari being Tamari. Mary is my Madonna, the Black Madonna, and that's Inanna. So Tamari is the land of Inanna. America is the throne of Inanna. We already broke all this down already in the tapes we've been putting out. We just put a tape out. Go check that tape we just put out called America is the Egypt of the West. And then if you put it together, you'll really begin to figure out why they really don't want to let Baba out, right? They went there, they don't want to let, but they hate Baba for setting up Tamaray of the West. He really was secretly telling us that this was Egypt because he knew their secrets. Why? Because he had joined them and see what they know, see what they knew, and he actually knew more than what they know. And then he was mad that he made a deal with him. Yeah, Baba came back and told us that this is Egypt a long time ago when he got y'all to build them pyramids out there. Y'all thinking he just built some. He said, "Oh, y'all was building it for the kids to build for Disneyland," but the real part is he was really telling us that this is ancient. This is Egypt of the West, and niggas built pyramids out there and everything. They didn't even know, man. I'm telling you, that nigga Doc was over niggas' head, man. He was advanced. He was extra terrestrial. Go pull up the Holy Land and go figure out who Sheriff Seals is, the killer clowns. The ones who rock out crime but know about the mounds, and they know that this was ancient Kemet the whole time, and that's the secret that they keep. And they live in a cashless society because they know these secrets. Yeah, they live in a cashless society. They don't need no money. They say they just need forms. They fill out these forms at the bank and at the car dealership, and they just pretty much get everything. They don't sign dead. They don't do dead pledges. These guys. I'm gonna put out another tape called the meeting, the Bilderberg meeting. Well, I'm gonna let you. Well, we're gonna go through a mirror. Well, we went through the mirror already and listened to what they were saying. So we wrote it. We took notes on what they were saying, and we're gonna put that shit out. Right. So we went through a mirror at the Bilderberg Society. Right, because we can move through the mirror. So we went through the mirror and peeked in on them, and we saw what they were talking about. Right. And they were talking about the robot war. And they was laughing about that too. But then they was talking about that they found another planet. We were going to go a little bit more, but they found another planet that's same sun to Earth, larger Earth, and they were talking about going there, these guys. Because they got technology to go to other planets. I'm telling you, man. And there's somebody getting the hell out of here because they saying that Earth finna get ready to do some kind of funky shit where it's gonna like everything gonna reset. It's gonna be earthquakes and shit like that. And then land masses finna come back up like the land of Mu and the land of Atlantis, the one that they sunk. It's about to get ready to come up. They was talking about all this, but we're gonna save some of this stuff because we don't want to blow the cover on the tape we about to put out. The secret meeting, Bilderberg meeting, where they was telling all this stuff. And right now they running because we done bumped the rest of them for their feds when we put pretty much laying it down. Hey, this is ancient Kemet. We know now. We know that this is ancient Kemet. We know our nationality is Tamarians. We're Tamarican Moors. Some of y'all, all of y'all are not Moors, but most of y'all, for the most part, are Tamarians. That's our nationality. So we know now. We know this land was Timeria. We know parts of this land was it was different names on this land. They got switched around the Berlin Conference. We know that this is an ancient land, that we've been over here for a minute. That this is why America is advanced than any other place, because it's the oldest place. Of course, the oldest place, the oldest kingdom gonna be more advanced than any kingdom around the world. We got the biggest military all. It's not just because you know, the muscle or the type of people we got. No, it's because this is the true old world. This is Atlantis. This is ancient Kemet. I mean, who else is doing it? So the next thing you're gonna see, you seeing the drones crashing. Why is the drones crashing? And all this is part of Operation McGuire Project Bluebeam. The drones are crashing because it's a test run, and like I say, one computer is operating 6 and 7 drones at one time. So they working out the kinks, and you see the government is recovering these crafts and then taking them back to the to the lab and figuring out what happened. Why did they bump into each other? And some people saying, "Oh, so another one shot another one down." Yeah, because they use the one drone to shoot another drone down. Let's make sure they lasers work on that shit. And they really scared of an invasion. We're going to talk about that next. If this one right here go to 10,000, we'll talk about that next. The second invasion, because it's a certain group of beings that are coming here to invade. It's a certain group of beings that's coming here to invade, but they can't invade to the treaties of that's 2030, and we got a 13-year grace period, which will lead us to 2043. And we think we pretty much got most of our children rounded up and everybody up to speed for the pickup. Now we're gonna put another tape out called the Pickup Part 2, but we already put the Pickup Part 1 out, which is in the UFO sightings playlist. If you go to the UFO sightings playlist that we got, scroll down to the Pickup Part 1, and you get a better idea on it. A lot of y'all are getting ready to go home to your galaxy, back to your galaxy. And don't be surprised if you can't leave here in this car, because a lot of y'all ain't gonna. You can't leave here. You can't leave here in particular cars. You're gonna have to get a new car, a new body, a new type of body. Maybe it's conducive with the planet that you're going to. Because this right here is a uniform. You know, like at some schools, the kids got to wear uniforms. So this human suit is a uniform for this school. So when you get ready to go home, you can take off this uniform and put on your regular clothes of what you really look like, or what you like to wear in your own galaxy. You might look like a light beam, a purple green light beam in your own. That's probably what you really look like. But with the uniform on, you look like human with the uniform on. So keep in mind, this is just the car. And like we said, are you driving your car, or is your car driving you? Or is somebody else driving your car? Because these fools will put a steering wheel right in the middle of your back and drive you up and down and around and around. Drive your ass right off into the ditch if you let them. And they'll get on the gas too. And they'll gas your ass up with high octane if you let them. I'm telling you, man, they'll gas you up and put a steering wheel in your back and drive you if you let them. So don't let nobody drive your car but you. And if you let somebody drive your car, make sure it's somebody you love, and that can even be tricky. Yeah, the crown chakra, man. We wrote a book called you need to get my book called The Ascension Manual, man. Like I said, I still got them books. 8 books for the $40 donation to the Cash App or PayPal. One of them books called The Ascension Manual, where we talk about the crown chakra. The crown chakra is not the highest chakra. It's one more chakra higher than that, called the white chakra. The white chakra is the chakra that go higher than the crown chakra. But the crown chakra is the superiority. It's the I don't got to fight. I don't got to argue. It's a way through everything. And find love and peace and harmony. Once you get to that and get it unlocked. And you begin to see things before they happen. Your psychic abilities are activated. You eat less. You sleep less. You're tired less. You can remember a lot of stuff. You can read faster, think faster, and you become lighter in the brain and in the whole body once you activate that crown chakra. Like we got 2 tapes out on the crown chakra already. So if you want to get the tapes on the Ascension Manual, where we break down all the chakras, you want to go to the playlist we got called the Ascension Manual playlist. And also, like I said, I put a book out called the Ascension Manual, breaking it down. Well, purple is vibrating on the highest, it's vibrating on 880 terahertz, 800 terahertz. So that's like the highest frequency in this third dimensional realm that we're experiencing, which is the ultraviolet. And then as you begin to slow the frequency down, you go to the third eye chakra, and then you go down to the throat chakra, and then down to the heart chakra, and then down to the you go to solar plex, the sacred chakra, the root chakra, and on down to the black chakra under. So it's really 9 chakras. So you got the 7 chakras, then plus the black and the white, and they came out with these Power Rangers to put that over your head. Different color Power Rangers to put that all the way over your head. Yeah, but if you just like come in and hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We was talking about Project Bluebeam and how they're going to be using this hologramic technology to scare people and pretty much have you thinking that there's going to be an alien invasion and all this using these hologramic technology. And really they having problems with these drones because they having problems programming them and getting that computer to be able to control them without bumping into each other and being able to maneuver. They really test all really a test run. I said that though. Yeah, you can see the sun. They trying to block the sun out because the sun pretty much telling them it's time, but the daytime is up. 6,000 years is up. They rule is up. The devil rule is up, man. That's what you're seeing. The devil rule is up. So witness the devil go down. Witness the devil fall and his whole game plan. You know what I'm saying? Witness the devil fall. Can you have seen if you took the oath? What oath? Because we got an oath with Melchizedek, the ancient mystic order of Melchizedek. What oath? An oath with the devil? An oath with the devil? Then when you say the oath with the devil, I gotta say then which devil? Because there's a whole bunch of devils. The Masonic oath. It all depends on the intentions of the brother after he took the oath. And intentions on the people that he took the oath with. A lot of, whether you want to believe it or not, a lot of Masons are not bad. The devil has infiltrated a lot of organizations and made it look bad. He made, like I said, he infiltrated the Catholic and the church to make the Catholic Church look bad. He infiltrated Islam and try to call themselves Muslims, and they're not Muslims because Muslims mean one of peace, and they become known as terrorists where they scrap bombs so they self and go blow up innocent people. But they really working for Satan. And then they joined Christianity, like Timothy McVeigh. I think he was a Catholic. He go blow up a building. So it's people that join different organizations and they make it look bad. So people like Aleister Crowley joins Masonry and brings his establishment and witchcraft into Freemasonry and making it bad. But Freemasonry goes back to from over here. We was laying stone first. And it had nothing to do with black magic, with all the shit they talking. It had something to do with nigga carving that stone and setting that shit to where it won't come down, making a strong foundation. It was laying stone. So I don't know what these guys talking about. So taking an oath to learn the craft to really lay stone, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But when you get into the Aleister Crowley side of things, coming into Freemasonry, that's what brings, they satanic worshipers or this and that. Because really the satanic order is a different order from the Masons. There are people that's a part of the satanic order that join the Masons. Like I said, they join everybody. That's part of their game. The satanic order, they join everybody. They be doctors, they be lawyers, they join the Masons, they join NFL teams, they join everybody. You know what I'm saying? The Catholics, the Muslims, the Mormons, the Crips, the Bloods, they join everybody. the satanic guys, and make them look bad from within. So, like I say, not all Masons are bad, and some of them brothers are really putting in work as far as the speculative side and the charitable side, as far as like Christmas finna come up, and a lot of lodges gonna be giving out bikes and toys and things for the widows and the homeless children, the fatherless children, which is part of the craft as far as the speculative side. And you really operative when you're doing that type of work, but it's really speculative. That ain't really Mason is laying stone. The stuff that they got now is all like it's all spiritual. It's a spiritual side to it, as far as like giving and helping, and helping your brother out in the crowd. That happened to James. My baby kids know what time it is because all my baby kids square business. My baby kids, they born square business. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So yeah, so it's that part. So not like so you talking about Masons taking an oath. It depends on the intentions of what they involved in that, man. They involved in they up in there getting booty, digging in their behind and stuff and all that. See, that's a different thing. See, that's that they answer some more stuff. They into the short and curly and all that. They into some more stuff. The two balls and the cane. If they into grabbing the nigga two balls and the cane, they into some more stuff, man. But like you say, for all my guys that's really laying stone and really helping the orphans and the widows and the children that don't got nothing and they don't got no food, and they giving in the name of love and peace, right, and justice and equality. Those guys are good guys, you know. And you know what I don't like. I don't like the and it's a lot of guys they don't talk much about it because they hold what they oath real tight, right? But you don't gotta talk no more, man. We already know all your shit. We know more shit than y'all know about it. That's the killer, man. All these old timers that want to still conceal. We know the young brothers know more shit than they know about it. See, back in their time when they was coming up, they don't have computers. They can get. We can sit at home. I don't gotta go to the Library of Congress to look up a book. I can order the book right off Amazon. It go right to my house. I can sit there and read it. Or I can just order it right offline. They couldn't do that. We got computers and all that, man. I done sit here and study all they shit. I done sit here and let the computer read all their whole dialogue off to me. Their whole lecture. Their whole literature. They all the text questions and everything. So like if I want, I can actually go and infiltrate their shit if I want. I know more shit than they know about it. I can rearrange their furniture. I can arrange the furniture in there. I can tell you where every job in there. I can tell you every job that they got in there and what everybody's supposed to be doing in the lodge. They need people like me to keep this shit alive. There ain't that many young people that know what I know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? About how to arrange the lodge, how it's supposed to be conducted, what it really is about. Yeah. The orders of business, how to bring new candidates in the apprentice and all that. And they really and I know the real rituals. They got the wrong rituals. The rituals they doing is the rituals that the Hyksos, that Akmos and them did to the Hyksos when they duct taped them up, blindfold them, roll their pants leg up, and then gave them their goats. Let them ride their goats up out of there because they were goat herders. And so you riding the goat and you feeding the goat and you're doing all this goat business and you got the scapegoat and the goat this and the goat that. And the goat is independent, you know. What else y'all got for us, man? Yeah, LL Cool J rolling his pants leg up like we didn't know he was an apprentice. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't see that he was an apprentice. Yeah, man. And they wear top hats and white gloves and aprons like they magicians, but they can't pull no rabbit out no hat. Yeah, you gotta be able to pull a rabbit out that hat if you're gonna sit in the east and wear a top hat. Can he pull a rabbit out that hat? Or is he just want your $50 dues every last Thursday of the month? Some people charge more than that, $300. It depends on how thirsty they are. So they going out, they paying dues to have a card that say, "Oh, I'm a Mason," but I don't know shit. But I'm a Mason. That's all I really know. And that two balls in the cane, which is the descendants of Cain, which is the descendants of Enlil, because Enlil told Ninurtu to seek out Cain's daughters so we can impregnate them and make our own tribe. Yeah, that's what Enlil told them. And literally, Enlil got a book out, because I got it. I got the book of Enlil. And he said in that book that it's at the same time that when Enki told Noah or Utnapishtim to build that boat and save his people, Enlil came and told some people to build them a boat too. He did the same thing that Enki did and saved his people on a whole other side of the globe. I'm telling you, man. So don't be alarmed when somebody come out on the news and say, "Man, the damn drone pulled up and flashed on the ground, and it was like a hologram or an alien or a bull or something, and like the dog could chase me, man, 2 blocks, and I thought it was gonna bite me in my ass. And then when I got tired, and I said, "I'm going to let this dog bite me," and the dog bit me, and it was a damn hologram. It wasn't even a real dog, man. Scared this shit out of me. Then people gonna say, "Damn, these drones shooting holograms." Advanced holograms that look like humans, they look like extraterrestrials. Oh man, I thought I saw 4 police or some guys dressed in military uniforms. They came in my backyard, man. And it looked like 4 of them. But it's gonna be holograms shooting down from a drone once they get the kinks worked out. The fake police, the fake invasion, the fake alien. The holograms is more advanced than what you think. If Dr. Dre and them had Tupac on stage, and the government is 40 years ahead of that, the military intelligence is 40 years ahead of that, what kind of hologram they got? The Air Force One got the hologramic technology on it, where it can hologram more than what one itself. The new Air Force One. They got laser technology. They got missile deflection technology. All of these things. So going into 2025, what are you about to see? You about to see the rollout of new technology, new types of actually, I'm gonna tell you this: by the end of next year, you're gonna have on your phone, and they already had this maybe like I say 5 years ago. The dude that owned Apple had created it before he died, and they're about to get ready to put it out, but the government, the Navy took the shit and then say we got to use this for our submarines. So if you go on that side of their submarines, they can display hologramic displays on this board, like this flat board. It can display hologramic displays inside of the submarines. Okay, so about the end of 2025, they're gonna come out with the phones to where you can hologram the person and talk to them. Like if you like the FaceTime, you're gonna be able to FaceTime them, but you're gonna be able to hologram them on your phone. You're gonna be talking to them on FaceTime like a hologram. Shit gonna be crazy. Just go Google hologramic display FaceTime on iPhone. The dude had came out with it before he died, but the military scrapped it. They didn't put it out to the public, but they got that shit, man. The government got that. And like I was telling everybody else on the last tape, when you put something, if some technology come out and you see that shit, even if it's on TV, no matter what it is, the government already got it. I mean, the military intelligence already got it, and they 40 years ahead on that shit. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, that one phone, right? That iPhone that's about to get ready to come out, right? Before he about to get ready to put that iPhone, what is supposed to be like the 15 or something. That was supposed to come out, and it was supposed to have the hologramic technology on it. But he mysteriously died. Look, after he came out with the phone and he about to get ready to put it out, he mysteriously died, and then they scrapped it. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You don't remember that, the dude that owned Apple? He came out with the phone, and they were getting ready to drop that hologramic phone, but then the government took over, and boom, he died. Just like them dudes that own Google, all of a sudden they go skiing, and then they get an avalanche. Dynamite blow just at the right time when they coming and cause a big ass avalanche, take out the whole place. I'm telling you, man. And then the government take control of Google. The military take control of Google. And then if that dude Mark Zimmerberg then kept on going too hard about them stealing his shit, the Facebook and all that, and Instagram and all that, the government own that now, national security, right? If he would have complained too hard, they would have put one in the back of his head, just like they did Lincoln. They saying, boy, you better go on about your business. We paid you enough money already. And you better go on about your business. We own Google now. We own Facebook now. And we monitoring the supercomputer is monitoring everybody. They know what you eat. They know what you drink. They know where you be at everywhere. Because you post, most of the people post everything they do. So the government is logging that. The supercomputer is logging. Oh, he digging his ass. Oh, he get boogers. He eats boogers. Right? Oh, he eat corn. And he take a shit at this time. Or he got to be able to go to work at this time. He drop his kids off at this time. They logging everything. They making a whole fucking psychological annihilation. And then if you play video games like Grand Theft Auto and that, they logging that shit too to see how you play the game. And do he go around just shooting motherfuckers all the time? Or what does he do? They logging your algorithm, man. I'm telling you, the supercomputer trying to create his own soul. And it think that by now it didn't pretty much collected all of our algorithms and know what we buy, it know what we like, it know what we drink. So it's gonna reduce the computer. What the government is so stupid. I'm telling you how the AI finna take it. The government is so stupid and they can't calculate how to get out of this situation. So what they're gonna do is tell the AI what their problem is, and the AI, and they're hoping that the AI give them a solution. And in the solution, they're gonna let the AI play it out through the supercomputer. And the AI solution is let me take over the government and get rid of y'all motherfuckers. Because y'all running the government to the ground. And if go watch a movie called Eagle Eye, they tell you in that movie about how the computer was trying to get rid of the government. They studying everybody's algorithm. They study what we eat, what we buy with our credit cards, what we watch on YouTube, what we like on YouTube. They ping our locations. Look, when you Google a certain thing, when you Google when you Google say White House backyard, they'll ping your location. When you Google certain topics, the supercomputer ping your location to see where you at. That's why when you type in certain things, you'll see the location thing pop up at the top. You're like, damn, why they logging? Or they ask you on Google, do you want us to ping your location? It'll ask your ass. Because they really, when you type that shit in, and they say, oh, ain't nobody really Googling this. If he Googling this, he accessing something that we don't want him to access. They'll probably go ahead and tell you some bullshit on it, but then they try to ping your location. I'm telling you, man. They pinging your location now to see where you at when you asking these certain questions, because they creating an algorithm, like a supercomputer, and they trying to work out the kinks before 2030, and they hoping to have this shit up and running by next year. Really, I'm telling you, man. We gotta get up out of here, man, because everybody say we're talking too loud and it's late, and they gotta get up and go to school. So we're gonna be back, man. Like I said, if y'all go to 10,000 on this, we'll be back tomorrow with another banger. Matter of fact, the next one we're gonna make it hot. Yeah, the flip phone. Get you a flip phone, right? Get you a throwaway phone. They can track you on that too, though. They got the trackers in the cars. They got the cameras on all the new cars. They got 4 and 5 cameras. They got they been had the satellite, and they been had the cameras really in the car. They ain't tell you they've been putting cameras in the car since 2010. And then most of y'all cars, they call it the North, that's a North Star.
It might be called North Star. I think that's what it's called. But they been had if you look at your camera, they got the North Star in it inside your car. It got like a little dot in your rearview mirror. That's a camera. And all the TVs that they selling you, talking about smart TVs, they get cameras in there. They got two cameras on the front of your phone, 3 cameras on the back. Yeah, they niggas, they getting 3D images surrounding. Not to mention these suckers got satellites that can zoom in infrared and tell everybody in your house and get a 3D image of everybody in your house. So they want to know what you do 24 hours a day, man. It's pretty much total spy, man, on the American people. Big Brother is watching is overkill now. Big Brother's watching is overkill. They watching us more than anything. And like I say, they don't need FBI agents no more. It's like this. The FBI agents is de factoing out. So they should have people trailing and spying on people. They don't need that no more. It's like the SR-71 Blackbird. They used to fly that thing 100,000 miles up and take pictures. They don't need that no more. Why? Because they got satellites. So now they don't need FBI agents no more to follow nobody around because they got a cell phone on you now. They know where you go. They can record you everything you say. They can film you take pictures of you every 10 seconds like the iPhone. So they don't need, so that's why a lot of stuff becoming obsolete because of technology. A lot of things have become obsolete now because of technology. So stay up, man. Stay woke. Stay alert. Stay alive. Get you a lot of bullets. Clean your piece. Keep that clean. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for combat. Be ready to have you a little bit of water, a little bit of dry food saved up for while these parasites hello. They don't try to cause a lot of chaos. They drones and shoot black people in the back. So-called black, right? We know that's the killer. They're gonna be doing. So they got all kind of anything they can just keep us busy, keep us distracted. They gonna go pull all their last moves. This alien invasion, that shit didn't work because they didn't really plan to do it. You know what I'm saying? They got drones crashing into shit. They got a drone drove right into the side of a tree. Yeah, so this shit is not working out like they planned. Why? Because it ain't gonna work. You wait too late. Like Elijah Muhammad said, the 6,000 years is up. Your time is up on the square. It's a wrap. You can't go over the 7. So anything you try is gonna fail automatically. Your best bet is get the hell on. I'm telling you, kick rocks. Run, get Big Mama back her shit and get the hell on. That's your best bet. Trying to stay and hang on and do alien invasions and plagues and all this old crazy shit. That ain't none of that gonna work. And if you try to do it, you're gonna see how you are met by the universal energy with force, with total like Trump said, you are met with total annihilation. You know what I'm saying? You met with total what is it? You met with total, that's a word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? You met with it's not gonna work at this point. You waited too late. So your best bet to get the hell on. Go to that planet that y'all was talking about, y'all found that's 2 times bigger than Earth, and it's got life on it, and you pretty much can go there and pretty much have the shit for the taking. That's all we seeing. And on that note, we out. Hey, we're gonna win this war. Why? Because we can dance and they can't. Why do? Hey, free the master teacher Malachi Z. York, man.